So what do I think about the Paul Pierce DEI when we get pulled over in LA, intoxicated driving? Somehow I'm not surprised. I mean, you always don't want to think that anyone's got any problems or issues, but he's been looking pretty, shoddy around the eyes, and some of the stuff he says alone, you think he kind of drunk. I mean, when he gets on his TV rants and he boasts and brag about how great he is and that he was better than Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki, I said, you should be drunk tested right there on the TV set. Look, I thought Paul Pierce was a great player, one of the great Celtics. Probably not necessarily in the top 10, but I'll say this. He was great. He was clutch. But he had that old man Grady Wilson shot which went in, and we used to crack up about him. And then he stuck around too long because he was trying to chase a ring, and he took KG with him, and they went and played for 99 different teams. And he thought he was going to get a Kobe farewell tour, so he should have probably took a sobriety test right there. I mean, some of the stuff he done said and done has been delulu. And of course, you remember the infamous video which got him kicked off of ESPN while he ended up going to Fox. And then when he worked with Skip and then he sit there on his rant, I mean, I thought he had some personality. I like Paul Pierce, but sometimes some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, you might have to do a UA test on him because he be saying some real janky things. When you start saying that you better than Dwayne Wade and Dirk, and you start throwing names around, it's like, wait a minute. We might be talking to the alcohol, having a flashback with certain things he be saying. So, but this is a serious note, though. The cat, when you're at the steering wheel and what's going on, you got to do better than that, man. And there might be something really going on. You don't want to think that there's anything like that, but you just don't know. So, you hope PP is okay, and you hope that Paul Pierce gets it together, but you just don't know. But some of the things that turkey done said on TV, I was wondering if he was on something. Because I thought, man, look, yeah, you were great, and I'll tell you this. I'll give you this. You're better than Tatum, and you're more of a leader. You're more consistent than Brown, but you're still not Larry Bird. You never was that dude. You was bad for what you did, but you weren't quite that dude. Not quite. Some of it's because of athleticism, and some of it because, I'll give you credit for that finals you won against the Lakers because you beat up on Kobe, even though that wheelchair, the wheelchair routine, you might have been sneaking something to drink behind that. I mean, Paul Pierce done pulled some antics and said some stuff over the years where you kind of wonder, because he been hitting something. He been putting it as mouthwash, but he may have been hitting that real juice. I don't know. But, you just want to see the cat at his best because, he's a winner and he was a great talent and a great player for his time. But sometimes he said some stuff and did some stuff where you just kind of wondered, hey, was he putting something in there that wasn't supposed to be in there? You just don't even know. But anyway, this is a serious note though, because when you're driving like that and you're intoxicated, you gotta make sure that you're, very safe and careful on that road and the highway. So, we're gonna put in some thoughts and some prayers to him. I don't know what's all going on with him. Obviously, he's got something on his mind. But always been a guy that's been you can respect him. He overcame a lot. So I give him that. But sometimes he says some stuff on that TV. I thought he was drinking something. But anyway, please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. And hope Paul Pierce gets through this. All right, I'm out. Peace.